Students, welcome to the second part of the video poverty, and in this video we're going to discuss the poverty line in detail. As we have discussed earlier that census survey has been started in India after British rule in the year 1881, and it is conducted after every 10 years, and the next census will be conducted in the year 2021. Before it, we are considering the census data that we have conducted in the year 2011 and 12. According to that, the percentage of poor people in India is 21.9%, and on world measurement, it is 50% population who is absolutely termed as poor. As we have discussed earlier, the difference between absolute and relative poor. So here 21.9% Indians are poor, and according to world population, 50% population is absolutely poor. Here we have different parameters to measure the poverty, and the very first is consumption expenditure, as we taken it as private consumption expenditure. Under it, we are considering the consumption expenditure done by individual to meet his basic needs of life, and here we are taking the per capita calorie consumption. What does it mean? That whatever food amount a person consume, the amount of energy that he gets from that food, on that basis we are identifying person as poor or non-poor, as these values are different from rural and urban areas. In rural area, those people who are getting 2435 units of calorie from their food are termed as non-poor, and the person who are getting calories less than this amount are termed as poor people, because this this area is concerned with the physical labor of the individuals. That is why this calorie amount consumption is higher in rural area as compared to urban area, because in urban area population is concerned with doing mental task rather than physical work. So the amount of per capita calorie consumption is just 2045 in urban area. Those persons who are getting calorie less than this are termed as poor, and those who are getting more than this calorie amount is termed as non-poor person. The second measurement we have is income level, as the society of the particular area is measured poor or non-poor on the basis of income they earn on monthly basis. So if we talk about the real measurement of poverty, rather than income level, consumption is considered to be the best measurement, because it describes the actual amount of consumption expenditure done by the individual to meet his basic needs of life. So ultimately, among these, between these two, consumption expenditure is the better measurement. Like we have measured so many years after year for the measurement of poverty in India. We have some data in hand that if we take amount of 2004-5 databases, at that time 37.2% population was poor in India. In the year 2009-10, 29.8% population was poor in India. And in 2011-12, we have discussed earlier, 21.9% population is poor. So as per data indicate, the level of poverty is reducing in India year after year, and all this due to the efforts made by politicians, economic reformers, and people's their own cooperation is proved beneficial to reduce their poverty level. And further, poverty is not unique all over India. Here we have different states where poverty is very high and poverty is low. So these are termed as trends in India regarding the poverty level. Trend terms to the variations in poverty level. So here we have Bihar state, where population is of 33.7%, which are poor. In Odisha, this percentage is 32.6%. In MP and UP, these amounts are 31.7% and 29.4%. It is the Punjab state where population below the poverty line is just 8.3% only. Let us discuss causes of poverty. What are the various reasons poverty is spreading all over India and the world? The very first is low level of national product. As compared to the population strength, the number of items produced in the country are low. Comparatively, some people are deprived of uh, the basic needs of life, and it support poverty. Next is low growth rate. Despite of applying planning strategy in India, the growth rate of national income, that is gross domestic product and uh, gross national product, these growth rate are termed to be very low, which promotes poverty. Next is high population growth rate. The rate at which population is increasing year after year is high as compared to the growth rate of national income of the country. That is why there is a huge gap between the two. Ultimately, this um, gap is contributing more to the poverty ratio. Next is inflationary spiral. Due to the continuous rise in price level, the labor force become unable to meet their basic needs of life. As a result, the people belong to the low standard of living. They become unable to meet the expenses of their family regarding education, health, and to meet the two square meal even. So, inflationary spiral is one of the basic cause of poverty. Unemployment is the basic cause of poverty, because if people are unemployed, they are unable to get work, they are unable to get income, and even to meet the expenditure of their life. So, unemployment is the root cause of poverty. And in our country, we are facing two types of unemployment, that is chronic long period unemployment and underemployment problem. Next is capital deficiency. Here, capital means productive assets, because due to the shortage of these capital amount in our country, there is a low production capacity of the country, and which contribute to the low employment and ultimately the low poverty uh, of the society. Next is inefficient entrepreneurs add for the production process to take risk in the market to start up a new business. It is important to have efficient entrepreneurs, which are not available in our country as we need. So skilled labor force is not there in India. Outdated social institutions include joint family system or backward outlook of the society to deal with their problems for their solution, and these terms are contributing more to the poverty ratio. As we are talking about infrastructure, we have two types of infrastructure, social and economic, and both parameters are weakest as we compare India with other nations of the world. Next is unequal distribution of income is one of the basic reason responsible for the poverty amount in our country and even the world. Whether whatever amount is earned by a country during a year, that is not distributed equally among the people of the nation, and it creates the gap between the rich and the poor people, the urban and the rural people. So it is one of the cause. Next is unbalanced regional growth. All the areas, all the states of the nation are not equally balanced on the basis of their growth aspect. Some areas are highly developed and some are highly backward. So there is a urgent need to improve all the areas equally, all the sectors equally, all the parameters equally, so that poverty may be reduced. Last is inappropriate production technique. As we know, India is the second populous country in the world, and for the production process, we should focus more on labor intensive technology rather than capital intensive technology. But if the entrepreneurs, the producers accept uh, capital intensive technology, it create huge amount of unemployed population in the country. So it is very urgent to select an appropriate technology for the production process in the country, so that the manual labor of the country may be absorbed, and unemployment may be reduced, and poverty may also be controlled. So, as we have written here, causes are the solution itself. We know that these are the problems due to which poverty is increasing. If we tackle these measures positively, all it will become the solution to reduce or even to abolish poverty. As if national product is increased, poverty can be improved by increasing the growth rate, and by controlling the population growth rate of the country. If prices are to be controlled, they can be done by increasing a sufficient amount of goods and services produced in the economy, so that all people may uh, become able to purchase those goods and services that they need. If employment will be promoted, then poverty should would be controlled. And if capital is increased in our country, so productive capacity will generate, people will get employment, and poverty will be abolished. Entrepreneurs skill may be improved by vocationalization and training programs of the labor force. Conventional outlook should be improved, and infrastructure may promote, and poverty can be controlled. Distribution of income and further area for their performance should be uh, improved, so that this poverty, which is a dangerous for the economy, can be controlled, and even uh, be minimized from the country. So for that, government of India has adopted various policy measurements to control poverty as well as unemployment, so that these parameters may uh, be used positively, and the level of poverty may be reduced, and unemployment may be abolished. Because if unemployment will not be there, poverty can never approach to any of the area. So the basic cause of poverty is unemployment. So we should focus more by adopting all those policy measurements of Indian government, so that these two problems may be uh, clear out from our country. So this was all about poverty and its measurement, and these policy measurements, dear students, you have to do by yourself. I hope this video will help you for your knowledge enrichment.